Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, brought to you by your Toyota dealers. We make it easy. Allie Clifton alongside James Worthy, Mike Bresney, and Mike Trudell, handling the locker room responsibilities along with Nikki K downtown at Crypto.com Arena. Wasn't always pretty, but the Lakers get the job done. Put together a nice win heading into the All-Star break. Hand the Mavs their 9th straight loss, guys. And on a night where you didn't have two starters, no Luka Doncic, no DeAndre Ayton, you had 5 Lakers in double figures. You only gave up 104 in a 20-point win. But the big story, LeBron adds to the history books. How about this? Becomes the only player in the history of the NBA to post a triple-double. The oldest player at 41 years old to post a triple-double. Big game, 28, 12, and 10.
Amazing. I got a feeling there's going to be a few more records that only a 41-year-old has broken in the NBA. You know, the last game before the All-Star break, Luka's out. You know, you might think that LeBron's going to just like take it easy and, you know, go into the All-Star weekend. But I think he understood the significance of this game and comes out and gets a freaking triple-double. He just loves the game. Gave it up. That was just what they were supposed to do. I think they had, what, 39 points or so. They had 35 assists tonight. That was good. The ball was moving, and they did what they're supposed to do in the third and fourth quarter to reestablish themselves at home to get the victory. But LeBron, you just can't say enough about his career, and he continues to break records and lead teams. The day before All-Star break, I thought he'd take the night off.
Yeah, I mean,
I wanted to take the night off.
I mean, think of it's not even pressure, but think of the weight that LeBron had to carry in this game. You do not want to lose to Dallas. This team had lost 8 in a row, giving up a ton of points a game. Dallas is like an all-star defense every single night these days. And they were right there with the Lakers in that first half, Hallie, you know, kind of in a scary situation, like, uh-oh, what's going on here? J.J. Redick surely talked to the team at halftime like, guys, play some defense. Sure enough, the Lakers come out in that third quarter, allow only 19 points, gave up only 22 in the fourth, slogged, got bogged down a little bit in that fourth, kind of a festival of fouls. Both teams in a bonus about halfway through the fourth quarter, but the Lakers just kind of pushed through it. And James, you know, here they're at the break. You know, they're in good position. You know, they're in the top 6, so right now they are not a play-in game, a play-in team. And the deal is, for the next 2 months, you just got to stay above that 6-7 line and try to finish top 4 if you can, get that first round here in LA. But bottom line, Allie, they did it. Not a beautiful game. It's not going to be in any season-ending tributes or anything like that. But LeBron was amazing once again. I'm
sure J.J. Redick will be much happier now post-game than he was at the half. I will say, I believe it was you that said, was this his first of the year and we couldn't believe it?
Yeah.
It is his first triple-double of the career, or of the year, excuse me. It is his 123rd and his 50th with the Lakers. But we have some more history for you as well, because tonight, when it comes to 2010 games in NBA history, he's got 295, tying that of Magic Johnson. And anytime you're mentioned in the same with Magic, it's pretty big.
I mean, to catch Magic and, you know, going to pass and
down the street at the Clippers home arena. And I kind of like the vibe of the team right now. A tough week, obviously, losing a tough one to OKC, where the Thunder really pulled away in the last few minutes of that one. And then, you know, none of the starters played. The following night against San Antonio, a big blowout on behalf of the Spurs. So, Allie, they really needed this. And I like Jackson Hayes in his interview with Mike Trudell just now. He said, you know what? I could have taken that 10th rebound away from LeBron, but I wanted him to get the triple-double. So they're winning. They're back on the winning track anyway, and they're having a good time doing it.
I think when you think about it, the Lakers don't play again for a week now. You've reached that point of the season, right, where you've earned some rest. But you think about how, not just physically, but mentally, games like this can be challenging, right? And you look at the second and third, you kind of brought this up, but the second and third quarters alone, they were outscored there in the second quarter. Dallas went on that 12-0 run to finish the half. Big game, but then you're able to kind of lock in and refocus, and I think that's a sign of kind of what exactly you needed at that moment, probably the leadership of LeBron to start the third, and you win the third by 13.
Yeah, of course. The Lakers have this internal clock that when they get a lead, it stops ticking for some reason, and they allow the Mavericks to get back in. It was some hot shooting by them, but nevertheless, when they got that lead back to, was it 1 at halftime or 2 or something like that?
1, yep.
I was very disappointed, as we talked about it at halftime, that they allowed that to happen. That's one characteristic that they got to change, and they need to talk about it. You know, I think it was a disappointing loss. They felt like they had a chance to win. Get leads, you got to refocus and keep that lead and not turn the ball over, not give it up so easily. If teams come back on you, make them earn it. But I think that's something they'll have to work on in the second half of the season.
It's some big games right away after the break. You come back, you play a week from Friday against the Clippers, but then you have Boston, Orlando, Phoenix, Golden State, all teams that are in the playoffs at this point, or at least at the play-in tournament. And James, giving up 63 points in the first half to this Mavs team. There's a reason J.J. Redick declined the customary halftime walk-off interview when the Lakers are ahead. He was not happy, and I'd love to hear, if he talks about it, maybe in the next few minutes, about what he said at halftime. I'm sure a reporter might be like, what adjustments did you make? What'd you tell the team at halftime? That's what I'd be asking right now, because completely different team from the one that gave up all those points to end the second quarter to the one that only allowed 19. Again, to a very underpowered Mavs team with no Cooper Flag, traded AD a couple weeks ago. He's out. You know, it really is some spare parts right now for the Mavs, and for that team to get 63 in the first half, J.J. Redick was not a happy man.
Lakers go to 22-8 versus teams below 500, and what a segue. Let's see if the beat writers did their job like you're requesting. We're head back downtown. Time to hear from head coach J.J. Redick, brought to you by your Toyota dealers.
Now, to have a
Pretty sure J.J. said in the pregame he hasn't watched it in about 10 years, if not maybe 15. We love you, J.J.
Somebody's going to get it.
He saw 2 purple jerseys.
If not, someone's going to be subbed out. Speaking of LeBron, he's speaking with Mike Trudell.
LeBron, a great team win. You set the tone early, and you finished with your 123rd career triple-double. When you hear that number, what do you feel?
The win. That's the most important, and you know, to be able to do it and get the win that's what means more to me than anything. But been very blessed to play this game, play it at a high level, and was able to do it again tonight.
All-Star break is on the horizon, obviously.
The game come to you. Tonight, you've scored or assisted the first 23 points for the Lakers. That's the longest streak you had to start a game in your entire career. How intentional was your approach tonight, considering you guys had built some momentum, started to slip in the standings last couple games, and you get to go into the break on a high note?
Well, I think that was my only mindset, was how can we go into the break on a high note. And obviously, that team is, even though what, no matter who's out on the floor for them, they're well coached and they're going to play hard, and they did that for the majority of the game tonight. But just try to set the tone, and in the first half of the season on a high note.
Ronnie Boffin said that these records, they don't hit you, and they'll hit you later on after you retire. Yep. Are they starting to hit you a little more?
I don't know. I definitely, I guess, more appreciative of moments like this, in my career, understanding, where I'm at. I'm at the later stage of my journey, so definitely, taking it in a little bit more than usual.
JJ just said that you basically had a 23-year prime. Does it feel like that for you? Different versions of it, obviously, but the way you're still able to impact the game, do you feel like every night you go out there you can still tilt it?
Yeah.
At 41, Lakers don't think necessarily.
Yeah, I've never been sorry at basketball. So, yeah, I've been good ever since I started playing it. So, I'm just trying to keep it going. And like I said, work on my game. I was out early today working on my game, and give all the praise to the people before us, and to the game guys and the basketball guys and things of that nature. But yeah, any given night, like if I need to turn it on, I can turn it on.
Ron, the triple-double stat is talked about quite a bit. It's brought up quite often. How meaningful is that stat for you when they talk about triple-doubles?
Not go out and be able to have an impact in 3 facets of the game. Rebounding, the assist obviously is what I love the most, being able to get my guys involved. Throughout my career, I've always loved that more than anything, and being able to put the ball in the basket, obviously that's part of this game as well, to be able to score the ball. So I think what it means to be able to have your hand in 3 facets of the game, make an impact on those 3. that's pretty cool.
The proofs in the body of your work in these 35 games or so you've played this season, in the time you were out with sciatica or even in the summer when you get to go through your normal kind of training regimen, did doubt creep in at all about whether you could be back at this level this season?
Yeah, of course, that's human nature. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I think I've said it numerous times. I've never not been able to work on my game and, tune my game and detail my game for quite a while in off season. And I don't like coming into the season not in, the best possible tune I could be in, the best possible shape I could possibly be in. Didn't have that opportunity. Didn't have the opportunity to even be in the preseason. Didn't have the opportunity to have a training camp. Didn't have an opportunity to have the first part of the regular season missing the first 14 games. So, yeah, absolutely. Doubt creeps into your mind to see if you can get back to form and, get back to make an impact. But as the weeks start going on and my body started to feeling a lot better, and it was always like the second day or the third day after a hard workout, how I was bouncing back from that. I started to realize that, it's going to take me a while to get back in rhythm, and as you've seen, probably like the first few games when I came back, how out of rhythm I was, but I knew it wouldn't be too long.
You were oozing, and Taylor will get the last question. You were oozing joy before the game. Cameras caught you dancing. Where did that joy come from tonight?
That's always me. I don't know. I mean, I'm a goofy ass 41-year-old kid. I mean, I think people should know that by now, right? I think that's, yeah, that's just me. I'm just a goofy. I get to play basketball. Like, they pay me to play basketball. Like, why wouldn't I be happy about that? I get to be with my son and my teammates and people, all these unbelievable fans. They've watched me throughout my career and they give me all the support and love. And it's like I enjoyed my. Is it work? It's not even. I enjoy what I do. So have fun. You see me on the court, see me in the back. I just love what I do. So it's pretty cool.
Last question, Taylor.
You said two.
No, go ahead. I'll cede.
I said two, or she asked questions. And then Taylor gets the last question.
And then Taylor.
One more. Go ahead.
No, I will let Taylor ask.
Oh, well, you're not going to get one. That's going to be the last one, so you better ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taylor, hold on a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
We've asked you a bunch of times this year about the end, right? On a night when you play like this, how much more do you think you could do? Like you said a few years ago, right? It was like I could play 3, 4, or 5 more years at a high level. Like, do you still feel that way right now?
Could I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, I could, but I don't know. It's not like my game. My game is not going anywhere. It's just it's my body. Hush. Damn you, Scotty B. It's all the other things. There's so many more factors that come with how long will I play the game. I don't think my game will ever suffer if I decided to continue to go however long that is. I just think it's like it has to be here. How long can I stay in love with the process? Because that's always been my thing. If I can't continue to stay in love with the process, then if this goes, then my body's gonna go. And once my body goes, then it's a wrap. Then the love goes, and then the fun and all that stuff goes. So that's what it is. It's not like my game is deteriorating or whatever the case may be. Obviously, there's things I could have did when I was 25 compared to 35 and 35 to 41, or 21 to 31 to 41. So, but I have so much knowledge of the game that I know how to still continue to make an impact if I'm not 45, 43, 41 vertical. I can still do so many things on the floor.
Downtown, Austin Reaves is speaking with Nikki K in the media.
Austin, a great team win, 5 guys in double figures. Offensively, what was the difference starting in the third quarter to close it out and then, win convincingly?
I think LeBron just was being himself, controlling the game, doing what he does, and everybody kind of followed suit after that. Like I said, it's a good win, and now we get a week off, or some of us do. Brown's got to go play, Luka's got to go play, so good luck to them.
I know you probably run out of the words to describe what you see LeBron do on the court, but tonight he became the oldest player in NBA history to record a triple-double, 123rd of his career. What did you see from him tonight?
It's just a pretty good basketball player.
And how are you feeling ramping up?
I feel great. I feel better when I'm on a golf course in the morning, but I feel good right now. Legs are a little tired, but it's part of getting back into basketball shape and playing real games.
You were almost able to keep him from the triple-double when you came in for that 10.
Everybody on the team yelled at me. I didn't know. I don't catch myself looking at the stats during the game, so we went to the bench and everybody let me know about it. He didn't, but everybody did. I looked at him. I was like, oh shit, my fault. My fault, TT. So celebrated when he got the last one. But yeah, it's impressive.
Just physically, like 5 games now, and the minutes limit went up a little bit from 25 to 30. But you feel like, okay, now you get this week-ish ahead of the end of the season. You feel like you can kind of put all that, if you hadn't already in the past, and kind of really hit your stride again, just physically after dealing with the calf.
Yeah, I mean it's a good opportunity to go work on myself, work on my body, and get everything feeling good, and then attack the after the All-Star break, feel good.
What encouraged you the most about where this team is and where it could go, besides the fact that what we talk about all the time, you and Luke and LeBron haven't played a lot of games together this season?
Yeah, I think it's just the connectivity. Everybody cares for one another. Everybody wants to see the other person succeed, and when you have that, statistics don't matter. It's just what can we do to win a basketball game, and I believe you're really dangerous when you're playing like that, because you're gonna have multiple people end up winning you games, and we've continued to grow that, and we'll continue to do that after All-Star break. But hopefully we get healthy soon. Hopefully Luka does what he has to do in this week, and he comes back, and we can start making a push.
Austin, when it comes to LeBron's energy at his age, he called himself a goofy 41-year-old kid today. To you, what does that energy teach you about someone at his age, his stature, still having fun and then taking the game seriously as well?
It was a couple years ago. We were both out, and we were playing in Minnesota, and we were sitting on the end of the bench, and we were having a random conversation about something, and I was just like, if there's anybody in the basketball world that has the right to wake up some days on the wrong side of the bed, he could probably get away with it, but he never does. He's always got a smile on his face. He approaches the game in the best way possible. He takes care of his body. Obviously, the IQ of basketball is super high, and he has fun with it. And that's just when you look across the room and you got a guy that's 41 years old enjoying every second of it, good and bad. It kind of leads the team to do the same thing.
How have you seen his spirit since he's been trying to fight to get back? How's his spirits? Yeah.
He's Luka. I can't say the words I want to, but yeah, he's a phenomenal human.
Rui Hachimura speaking with Mike Trudell and the media.
Rui, I think he was ready in there. Watch him, what he does.
Let's go a little Access 360. Points in the paint for the Lakers. Big game. You're breaking it down.
Yeah, the Lakers were very successful in the paint. They had 66 points in the paint, 35 assists, very active. Let's take a look and see how they got it. Now, the ball is moving. You're going to see a pick by Vanderbilt right here for LeBron. LeBron's going to come off of that screen, and there's Jake cutting to the basket. Little hesitation, pump fake for a layup. That's good execution. You're going to see that it's Clevey in the paint. He's wide open, but he passes over to Kennard. Kennard's, nevertheless, another bucket in the paint. Offensive rebound by Hayes. You're going to see Kennard clear out and Vanderbilt stay underneath. Kennard took the defense out. Vanderbilt cuts underneath. No one to guard him. LeBron, obviously, will find you with the no-look pass. Here's another situation where you see Marcus Smart with the basketball. I don't know what kind of And the guy who shoots threes cuts for a nice layup. It's a lot of points in the paint, but we need that.
Sounds like a UFO defense. It's kind of hovering.
Casper the Friendly Ghost kind of defense right there.
Again, a tight race in the West. Let's hear from Jackson Hayes.
Hey, Ed.
Once the show is over, we're on the All-Star break. The Lakers are back on the court 1 week from tomorrow, February 20th, when they host the Clippers at 7. That's right here on Spectrum Sportsnet. A couple of guys will be a part of the All-Star festivities. Jackson is in the dunk contest on Saturday, and then you've got LeBron and Luka on Sunday. Not exactly sure yet if Luka will play. Obviously, the leading vote getter, you hope he does, but that's something to keep an eye on. Nonetheless, you got to enjoy the break as well. Big game.
Yeah, USA versus the world.
Yeah.
Interesting. First time concept. You know, people are going to be looking at who's better.
That world
USA
team looks good.
Or the world.
Yeah.
So.
It's kind of funny. They have the USA Stars and the USA Stripes. Might as well call it USA Young and USA Old, because that Stripes team has a lot of the veterans on it. Yeah, I think that's a team that will probably take down the world, because that world team is good, Allie, let me tell you.
What's the difference between the rest you get when you are in the game versus the rest? Obviously, if you're not in the game, you get all that rest. But
well, the thing is, when you play in the All-Star weekend, there is a continuation of activity.
Yeah.
As opposed to the guys who are going to Cancun. They're going to be drinking drinks, those little umbrellas. You got to be careful. You got to stay in shape and be ready when you come back. That's important for those guys who are not going to be here.
That goes for all of us, too. Be ready when we come back. We'll see you all next week.
Peace.
Bye.